Okay, this is our third thick soup. Now we're going to make a cream soup. So, our recipe for today is cream of mushroom soup. So, this is how it's done. So, first we're going to turn on the heat. So, let's check. Okay. Then afterwards, let's just wait again for another 30 seconds to a minute or until our pan is hot. So, I think medyo okay na siya. Okay. So, we're going to add our butter. So, okay, butter. So, let's just wait until it is fully melted. So, yeah. Then afterwards, we're going to add chopped white onion. Then let's just saute it for about 15 seconds. Afterwards, we can add first our mushrooms. So we're using canned button mushrooms, then we slice it. Or pwede rin tayong gumamit ng fresh button mushrooms. Or pwedeng lagyan natin ng shiitake mushrooms or any kind of mushrooms that we like. So pwede siyang slice or chop. So yan. Okay, nasutay na natin siya na maayos. Let's add our flour. So, kailangan muna i-incorporate natin na maayos yung flour dun sa mixture natin para maganda ang kanyang outcome, hindi buo-buo yung flour. So, afterwards, we're going to add our stock. So, yeah. So, okay, after 3 minutes, our soup is already okay. So, we're going to add the cream. So we're using all-purpose cream, or we can use cooking cream or heavy cream for this recipe. Then we'll check the consistency. So I think we need to add a little bit of stock kasi etong cream soup, mas tumatagal, mas lumalamig ng konti, mas nagtitiken siya. So, kailangan, let's just maintain it medyo thin or close to thick para pag sinarve natin, hindi siya parang paste. So, let's just taste our soup. So, medyo hinahaan natin siya. Okay, I think we need to add some more pepper. So, okay na siya. Let's just mix this. So we can put this inside a blender and blend it, or we can serve this as is. So para mas madali, syempre, sir, let's just serve it as is. So I'm going to show you guys or what is the consistency of a cream soup. So for me, dapat ganyan lang siya kalabnaw. Pwede na yan. Yan. So it coats the back of the spoon. Not too thick, not too thin. Tamang-tama lang kasi for sure this soup after 5 minutes will become thicker. So, ang pangit naman pag sinerve natin sa guest, mukha tayo nagsaserve ng gaw-gaw. So, sakto lang yan. So, we're going to transfer this in a plate. Usually, ang make creamed is vegetable. So, ano pa pwede na vegetable? Cream of carrot. Pwede rin siya yung pumpkin, cream of pumpkin, and so on and so forth. Maraming time pwedeng gawin na cream-based soup. So, pag cream-based soup, usually, may cream. And yung vegetables, either pwede natin siyang i-blender or i-puree, or pwede niyang as is. So, etong ginawa natin is as is. So, clam chowder na tayo, guys. We're going to make a clam chowder. So, this one is our fourth thick soup. So, clam chowders or chowder what is chowder? Chowder consists of usually shellfish plus potatoes and cream. So, yun ang karaniwang combination na. Minsan may gumagawa na ng chicken chowder. So, usually pag sinabing chowder, meron niyang potato and cream. So, yun ang combination niya. And in your module, ang clam chowder, iba ang procedure. I'm going to teach you another technique or an easier technique. Kasi doon sa module nyo, ang procedure, papakuluan muna yung clam with the vegetables. Tayo, dire-diretso na. We're just going to use one pan. So, please watch, guys. So first, katulad ng ginagawa natin, we're just going to turn on the heat. So, wait for about 30 seconds to 1 minute or until the pan is hot. Okay, and then afterwards, we're going to add the butter. So, lagay na natin yung butter. So, or let's just wait until the butter is completely melted. So, yan. Okay. Then, afterwards, we can add our chopped onion and celery. Let's just saute this for about 30 seconds. Okay, so pwede natin gamitin tong whisk or itong kitchen spoon. So, kung saan kayo mas comfortable, will do. Then afterwards, we can add our potatoes. So, potatoes and our carrots. Yung iba naglalagay pa rin dito ng ng thyme, dried thyme, pwedeng wala na. Depende yun sa sa preference nyo. Okay, let's just wait until this is completely sauteed or completely swept. We can add our clams. So yan, clams. In Tagalog, halaan. So we're using small clams or halaan. So saute lang natin siya saglit na saglit. Siguro around mga 10 seconds. Okay, ang clams, malalaman natin kung sariwa siya o hindi. Pag nabili natin sa palengke, nakabuka na siya. Pag nakabuka na siya, hindi na siya sariwa. Usually, alam natin sariwa to pag naka-sarado and walang amoy. Then, after sauteing the clams, we can add our flour. So, about a tablespoon of flour lang. Then, haluin natin mabuti hanggang completely incorporated na siya. So, pag completely incorporated na siya, we can add red wine vinegar or we can add white wine. Para saan to? Para mawala yung lansa. So, white wine, red wine vinegar will do or even wine. Or pag wala, rum, pwede natin gamitin. Then afterwards, we can add our stock. We can use fish stock for this one, or pag wala tayong fish stock, plain water, or pwede rin na chicken stock. So, antay lang natin siya mag-boil. Then, isi-simmer natin siya for around 3 to 5 minutes. Huwag natin sobrang i-simmer kasi yung clams natin titigas. Huwag din natin kulangan ng simmer kasi hindi rin okay na hilaw yung clams natin. So, for this soup, usually, makikita natin to or ma-encounter natin to sa mga restaurants. Sobrang thick niya. Pero for me, gusto ko lagi right consistency, yung sakto lang yung thickness, hindi siya sobrang parang paste. Pero kasi yung iba, sinaserve nila to parang talagang paste, sobrang thick. Ako gusto ko sakto lang, wag din sobrang thin. Gusto ko rin ng malapot, pero wag din sobrang lapot. So, malalaman natin medyo okay na siya pag nakita na natin yung clams natin, medyo nag-open up na or bumuka na. So, let's just simmer this for around 3 minutes. Lahat ng process natin, when simmering the soup, pwede siyang i-cover, especially pag may mga kasama siyang ibang components like yung may hipon kanina, may mushrooms, pwedeng covered. Since for the sake of the video, bukas siya kasi para makita nyo kung ano ang nagiging itsura niya sa loob. So let's just mix this. Okay, during this stage, we can season it lightly with a little bit of salt and pepper. So don't over-season it because later we're going to still add cream. So mamaya natin i-season ulit kung kulang. Pero ngayon light seasoning lang muna. Huwag natin ding... Okay lang na kulang, medyo kulang, huwag lang sobra kasi medyo mahirap na siyang habulin. Madaling magdagdag ng seasoning at mahirap na magbawas, especially pag na-add na natin. So we can use black pepper or white pepper in our soups, pero I suggest white pepper kasi para hindi niya nasisira yung kulay ng soup natin. So as you can see, may mga iba nang naka-open na clams. So it is a good sign that we are halfway cooking our chowder. So yan, ang dami nang nakabuka. So I think we are ready to add our cream. So we can use half and half cream or heavy cream or all-purpose cream for the soup. So it requires half and half. So ito ang gagamitin natin, half and half cream. So let's add the cream a little bit at a time. So kung okay na sa inyo yung creaminess niya, pwede na natin itigil. Pero kung kulang pa sa inyo, i-add natin buo. So yan. Okay, let's just simmer this for another 3 minutes. So wag sobrang lakas ng apoy. Dapat mahina lang kasi. As I mentioned, magkukulta yung ating cream. So maghiwala yung milk solids niya sa water. So yan, haluin lang natin. So as you can see, the consistency of the soup is a little bit thinner. Kasi bakit? Maya-maya, after 2 to 3 minutes, it will become thick. So kung ngayon pa lang, ganitong stage, sobrang thick na yung soup natin, baka mamaya, kahit balik na rin natin yung soup bowl or soup plate, hindi na kayang bumagsak ng mga soup natin para na siyang paste. So dapat iisipin natin yung in advance na after mga 5 minutes, pag nandun na sa table ng guest kung ano ng consistency niya. Kailangan advance tayo mag-isip. Okay, so we're going to have a final taste for our chowder soup. Okay. Okay na yung saltiness, yung pepper. Then, malambot na yung potato. So, I think this is already perfect. So, let's turn off the heat and transfer this one in a soup plate. Okay guys, so we have our clam chowder soup. So, last one. Okay everyone, so this is our last soup, which is a specialty soup called gazpacho. Gazpacho is a cold soup that originated in Spain. So bakit siya tinawag na specialty soup? Because this soup, hindi lang siya dahil cold na sabaw siya, kundi originated in a specific country which is Spain. For example, ano yung specialty soup nating Filipinos, like we have papaitan, we have batchoy, we have gotong Batangas. Marami tayong mga specialty soups. For example, sa China, they have ang most famous soup nila is the nido soup or bird's nest soup. So, from different countries, we have our own specialty soup. Like this one, we're going to demonstrate a specialty soup that originated in Spain called gazpacho. So, gazpacho is a cold tomato soup. So, paano ang first step natin? First step, we need a fresh tomatoes. Mas maganda yung plum tomatoes na mas malaki, mas red. Pero we're going to use a local tomato. So since this one is only available here in our market. So anong una natin gagawin? Ito, gagawa tayo ng tomato concasse. So napag-aralan naman natin yung tomato yung concasse. It means it's like a cube. So ang gagawin natin dito, we're going to peel this one. Then afterwards, we're going to cut this into cubes. So paano natin ito mababalatan na madali? First, we're going to cut an X in the bottom of the tomatoes. Then we're going to boil water and we're going to put the tomatoes inside the boiling water. So let's just boil the tomatoes for around 3 minutes. Then afterwards, we're going to put the tomatoes or the tomato in the ice bath para mas madali siyang balatan. Then afterwards, pagkabalat natin ng tomatoes, alisin natin yung buto, then i-cubes natin siya. Then we're going to put the cube tomato here in our glass container. So first, gagawa muna tayo ng parang salsa niya. So, ang kasama ng salsa natin is this, yung tomato na ginagawa natin. Then we have bell peppers. So, if we have green bell peppers, okay siya. So, the only available in the market is red bell pepper. Then, we need cucumbers. So, we already chopped the cucumbers. So, pwedeng kasama din yung balat para mas may color siya. Then, we're going to add leeks or we can use spring onion. So, lagyan natin ng konti. Okay, afterwards, let's set this aside and wait for our tomato to cook. So, ikutin lang uli natin yung kamatis natin kasi hindi siya nakalubog gano'n sa tubig. Medyo iyan na natin para nakalubog siya. So, yan. So, antayin lang natin kamatis natin mag-soften. Then, ito yung mixture natin ng bell pepper, cucumbers, and leeks. Or pwede na tayong gumamit ng spring onions. We can put garlic, chopped garlic, or minced garlic dito sa mixture. Then, pwede tayong maglagay ng a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt. So, eto na yung mixture niya. Then, pwede lang tayo maglagay ng konting sugar kasi we are Filipino, so we have a sweet palate. So, mas mahilig tayo sa matatamis. Lagyan natin ng konting tamis para maswak sa lasa ng Pinoy. Pero, kung we are talking about classic, wala siyang sugar. So, I think our tomatoes are ready. So, we're going to turn off the heat. Then, transfer the tomatoes in a bowl with water and ice. So, antay lang natin siya. Mas okay yung ganito, mas madaling mabalatan. And at the same time, mas madali nating ma-handle kasi hindi siya sobrang init. So, let's check our tomato. So, ayan na, kusa na naglulusan yung balat niya. So, ayan. Nabalatan na natin yung tomatoes. So, ayan. Tapon na natin itong balat. Ang kailangan lang natin is this one. So, next, we're going to chop this in small cubes. So, we're going to remove the seeds of the tomatoes. Ayan. So, we can use running water or pwede natin siyang alisin manually like this one. So, naalis naman siya since the tomatoes are soft because we already blanched it. Okay. So, we have the tomatoes. So, alisin lang natin yung bud niya sa ibabaw. So, yan. Then, afterwards, we're going to cube it. So, yung lang, tama lang. Huwag sobrang laki, huwag sobrang liit. It's like a, this is called a concasse. So, yan. Okay. So, i-cubes lang natin siya. So, ang laman niya, we have the tomatoes, we have leeks, we have the cucumber, and bell pepper. So, next is we're going to make a pureed tomatoes. Okay, next we're going to make a tomato puree. So, for our gazpacho. So, first, we can use a tomato juice or diced tomatoes. Pero better, fresh tomatoes pag may maganda. So, we have the tomatoes. Then, afterwards, we can put garlic in here or pwedeng naglagay na tayo ng garlic dun sa kaninang ginawa natin sa bowl. Pwedeng wala na rin. Pero ako gusto ko may garlic. Then, let's add a little bit of salt, pepper, and extra virgin olive oil. So, yung tama lang yung dami niya. Siguro about a tablespoon. Then, we're going to put balsamic vinegar. So, balsamic vinegar came from grapes. So, ano pa ang pwede natin ibang gamiting vinegar? White wine vinegar, red wine vinegar, sherry vinegar. So, maraming iba-ibang klaseng western vinegar na pwedeng gamitin natin. Siguro kung walang-wala talaga, we can use the cane vinegar. Wag lang yung white vinegar na mga nakikita natin sa mga supermarket. Siguro, ito kasi nagbibigay ng mga distinct flavor sa kanya. The vinegar and also the olive oil. So, lagyan natin ng mga, around 1 teaspoon. Then, we're going to puree this one. Okay. So, I think, dagdagan pa natin ng konti. Lahat na natin yung para wala masayang. Okay, this mixture is already smooth. Then we have our mixture of tomatoes, cucumbers, leeks, and bell pepper. So we're going to pour this. Then afterwards, we're just going to mix this one. Give it a good mix. So yung iba gusto medyo mas wala ganong buo-buo. Minsan, bine-blend pa nila yung half nito. Pero yung iba gusto, pino. So, I think mas masarap to pag may chunks ng konti. So, boost na natin lahat. So, afterwards, we're going to put this inside a chiller for around 30 minutes up to overnight. So, mas okay siya overnight kasi mas nababad na siya. Then, first, bago natin lagay sa chiller, tikman muna natin. Siguro dagdagan natin ng konting salt kasi medyo matabang siya para sa akin. Actually guys, hindi siya nakakadiri, lalo na pag malamig. Nagkakaroon siya ng ibang effect. So mas okay talaga siyang kainin pag malamig. Pero pag hindi ganun kalamig, okay lang siya. Parang kumakain ng tomato juice or tomato sauce na medyo may bell pepper, medyo matabang ng konti. Pero pag malamig siya, masarap siya. Then we're going to put this inside the chiller. Then I'm going to show you how it looks. Okay, so after 1 hour, our gazpacho is already cold. So we're going to transfer this one in our serving cup. So yan. Then we're going to serve this one with a toasted bread. So we have our specialty soup, gazpacho from Spain. Okay guys, so we are done with our 6 different kinds of soup, thin or clear, and thick soup. So that's it guys. Please refer to your module regarding our soup. So see you guys in our next topic. Goodbye.